and go.
We're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to T.Skies Jewelry. I'm Matthew James, and today is our Thursday late show. Thank you for joining us a little later than normal. We've got some beautiful pieces to show you. We'll be right with you. Stay tuned. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our T.Skies Jewelry Show. If this is your first time, welcome. This is a jewelry show. I've got several pieces that I'm going to be showing on camera. Everything is for sale. If you see something you like, hi Tammy, you're welcome to buy. All you have to do is say sold and the number that the piece is associated with, and it's yours. We'll set it aside for you and send you an invoice to your email. If we don't have your email, please send us your contact information to our email. hello@tskies.com is the best way to get a hold of us and give us that information. You can always reach out to us on Facebook as well. We have a private Facebook group called our T.Skies Inner Circle. Hey, Amanda. T.Skies Inner Circle. Gab's back on the director mode today. She just posted the link in the description there. If you haven't joined us yet, join our Inner Circle. That's a place where we like to talk about jewelry. We have some of our artisans in there as well. Hi, Michelle. So we'll give everyone a few minutes to get here, and in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, I'm going to just put a couple of these pieces on screen and talk about them. So we had a young gentleman. He's come in a couple times. His name is Gordon Medina. He is from Zia Pueblo. There are quite a few pueblos. There are 23 recognized tribal affiliations here in New Mexico. Many of those are from who we call the Pueblo people, and there are several pueblos. So we've got the closer ones here to the Albuquerque region. We've got Sandia Pueblo, we've got Santa Ana Pueblo, San Felipe, Santa Clara, Santo Domingo. I'm just kind of going down the highway and naming them. What's next? Cochiti. Then you go a little further up, and then you get a little bit different. The language changes a little bit. You get Taos and Jemez. That's a different highway.
We're missing everybody.
So Zia is just west of Albuquerque, and that's actually where our New Mexico symbol came from. Hey Jill, Tammy, Barbie, thanks for coming in. If you head due west towards Gallup and towards Arizona, let's see, you'll hit Isleta Pueblo, and then you'll go to Laguna, and then Acoma, and then there's a large section of the Navajo reservation, and then once you kind of get into the Gallup area, there's the Zuni Pueblo. Yeah, there's a lot.
I think the real cool thing too is like all those areas are like literally geographically separated by all these mountains. It's cool to look at on a map.
And there is some every tribal affiliation is different. You know, there's a lot of I don't claim any kind of tribal affiliation myself. My grandma was actually Yaqui Indian, but I'm a very low percentage. And if I was Cherokee, I could say I was Cherokee. But every tribal affiliation has a different blood quantum limit to be able to claim that tribal affiliation. I'd be 12.5%, and that's not enough to. And I'm not from there anyway. I actually grew up closer to the Navajo, on the edge of the Navajo reservation in the Four Corners. But anyway, that being said, every culture is different, and everyone has their own art, the things that they trade. There are differences in etiquette and just little cultural nuances to be aware of. And so of the Pueblo people, though, there's a lot of intercommerce and trade between the Pueblos, and there's a lot of dances that are similar. You'll see the different Pueblos and the families that cross. They'll have certain dances and things that they do, and it is very Pueblo-like to have some of these dances and wear this Pueblo-style jewelry. So I've got a couple pieces from Zia that didn't quite make the cut to be out in our gallery. Let me fix that camera for you, Gabs.
Thanks.
And what was I saying? These pieces didn't quite make our gallery. It's very important that the pieces that we have in our gallery to be not only authentic, like we either handmade or Native American of origin. We do have other artisans that are not Native American, but everything needs to be marked appropriately. But also the materials that are in the gallery need to be true. They need to be real. And so the couple of pieces I have here, you could call it turquoise because there is turquoise in it. And we can talk about that in just a second about what the heck I even mean by that. But they're not quite up to the standard that we like to keep in our gallery. And so I'm going to be just showing these off real quick. And also, it's good to educate yourself on the different types of turquoise and what to look for when you're shopping for jewelry. These pieces, I don't want to keep them in the gallery. And so we're going to sell them very cheap if you would like them. So number 13, 14, and 15. I'm going to start here with number 13. This is a beaded necklace. We've got white shell, and I'm going to call it faux turquoise. So this right here, if you can see this, this is a type of stone that is often mistaken for turquoise. It looks very turquoise. You can find this stone in craft stores like Michael's or Joann Fabric or Hastings or not Hastings. What is the Hobby Lobby? There's hobby and craft stores will often have these by the strand, and sometimes they even call them turquoise. Nowadays on the tags they do mark it appropriately, and they call it like turquoise dyed howlite, which this is howlite. So I wouldn't want to put this in my gallery and call it turquoise. I recognize the stone patterns here on this piece. We're gonna sell this necklace. It is Zia. It has been in the Pueblo for a long time in the Medina family. It has been worn for Pueblo dances and things like that. But yeah, this was turned in here to sell, and we're gonna sell this for $15. So number 13 is $15. Let me get a length on that. Do we have a measuring tape somewhere?
It should be by your knees. Unless somebody moved it again.
So if you'd like this number 13, it is $15. It is 24 inches in length. It's howlite. There's like a glass bead. We've got some silver plated beads, and then some white shell beads. Those shell beads don't look too bad. I mean, I like that they're not perfectly the same size.
That was 29 inches, you said?
24 inches.
24, sorry.
Yeah, howlite. Thank you, Shelly. Yeah, it's something. So if you're shopping other places too, I've seen so many stores. I'm not gonna say that there's like everyone that sells this is being dishonest, because maybe they just don't know. There's some good online stores out there and live shows and stuff, but this is often mistaken as turquoise, and it is dyed howlite. So that is number 13 for $15.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I was just recently reading the turquoise mine article that's on our website.
Yeah.
And you're kind of just giving me a review of what I just read about the Chinese turquoise too.
So this next piece, number 14, something else to look at here. This is what we call block turquoise and block dolomite or block white buffalo. So you can actually call this turquoise, and you can actually call this white buffalo. The thing is, it's what they call reconstituted, and by that it is usually when you mine turquoise, a good portion of the turquoise that comes out of the mines is not quite good enough to be gem quality, to be turquoise that you would cut and put into jewelry. A lot of that is just lower grade, it's too soft, but it is still turquoise. And so what The not the miners. The miners will sell it, but there is a group of there's a class of people in the industry that will stabilize turquoise stabilizers, which there's nothing wrong with stabilizing turquoise. The ancient Egyptians used to do it. They used to put beeswax on their turquoise to keep the color what it was. But there's kind of a line that's crossed, and I don't like to sell this here in our shop. A block turquoise where it's reconstituted. In this case, they take that raw turquoise and they grind it into a powder, and then they mix it in a vat with some resin, some plastic, and some dye, and they dye it. And then that is what is happening here with this piece. That is then poured into molds, into blocks, and so that's why we call it block turquoise. And then we've got some disc beads, some graduated disc beads that were strung on this necklace. And so we get all these little lines and things like that. We've got some videos on YouTube. It's kind of funny. George Francis was saying, you can put lines and things in there, and there's block, and it just doesn't just happen to turquoise. It does happen to other stones as well. And so when you see block amber, sometimes people will throw bugs in there to make it look like real amber. But in the turquoise industry, this is what it looks like. This is one of the variations of block reconstituted turquoise. We're going to be selling this necklace for $20. It is still a Zia necklace with white buffalo and turquoise disc beads. Short necklace. Let's see the length on that. This is item number 14 for $20. This is 18 inches. Number 14, 18 inches. Number 15. This is kind of cool because it's got some real things here. It's a little bit longer, some thinner disc beads. I think these were hand cut. We've got some spiny oyster, which is real spiny oyster, right there at the end. We've got some mixed colors here. I think this is block spiny. So that looks like spiny oyster. You actually get some like pores in there. We've got some block spiny, and then highly stabilized turquoise disc beads, a little longer, and then we've got jet. So you've got some stabilized or block spiny oyster in purple and orange. You've got some turquoise, white shell, and then we've got some real spiny oyster beads as well there at the end. And that's finished with some cones and the hook clasp. Is a white buffalo real? You're asking, Amanda. I think it's real white buffalo that they used with it, but it is blocked. So sure, it's real, but it's real powder that was mixed with some plastic. This item number 15 is 26 inches long. And this is going to be $35 for number 15. One of the questions I prefer to ask is that a natural stone? Generally, no. Once turquoise comes out of the earth, it's a very porous stone, and as soon as you touch it with your hands and the oils from your hands get into the stone, you start, changing its composition a little bit. There's professionally stabilized turquoise, which most jewelry has nowadays. 99.9% of turquoise jewelry has some kind of stabilization, whether that's just an oil that is coated on top of that natural stone, or you go down the line all the way until you get some of this reconstituted stuff. And there's just a certain standard that I like to keep here in the shop, and reconstituted turquoise just does not make the cut. So that is number 13, 14, and 15. If you like those, that's still a great deal. I mean, these were traditionally worn pieces. It just the quality of the turquoise just isn't quite up to par. But yeah, they're still great pieces, and that's a good price.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you like kind of pulled these ones out to have this conversation, because it's important when you're really looking at learning about turquoise to know what you want, you know?
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to tell. There's a couple tricks. We've got some videos on YouTube. I really highly recommend to go check those out. They're also on Facebook too, but it's easier to find on YouTube. One I had this last year with Dayton Simmons, and we had examples of different turquoise stones, and that's a really good one to watch. We had Mike Ryan, and there's one with Phil Chambliss, turquoise miners, turquoise collectors. They have a wealth of knowledge. I recommend going to our YouTube channel to check that out. I've also done a video on turquoise. I'm sure we have a few videos on YouTube about turquoise. If you have any questions, though, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'd be happy to answer anything. Couple quick things to tell if turquoise is less not reconstituted like this is the sound. You just kind of develop a feel for or an ear for the sound. Good turquoise should sound like glass, whereas if there's a lot of plastic resin in it, you can feel it with your hands too. It feels more plasticky. I mean, I've had a point where I had an artist come in with slab earrings, and I could just tell by looking at him, and he swore to me it was real authentic Kingman turquoise, and I was like, it might be Kingman, but it's block, man. I can't sell that here. And he swore, and I was like, okay, I'll make a deal with you. Especially with this block turquoise, what a thing that you can do. And I don't recommend doing this at home, but that those plastics and things that are used, it's a carbon, like a carbon fuel. And so I told him, I will buy all of your slab earrings, but if I can prove to you that it's not turquoise, then I'm not going to buy anything, and I don't want you to come back. And so he's like, okay, how do you prove it? And I picked up one of his earrings, and I got my lighter out, and I lit it, and it stayed on fire.
Whoa!
And I was like, turquoise doesn't stay on fire, and I gave it back to him, and yeah, I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, no, don't try that at home.
No, don't try it at home. There are scratch tests. I've got a video on YouTube. They sell a scratch test kit. I don't know if I have that right here.
I haven't seen anything.
That you can buy on Amazon that you can scratch at different hardnesses, and I have a video on YouTube if you want to go check that out. But I will move on. Let's talk about the jewelry that's for sale, huh? Hello, Sherry. Good evening.
Oh man, get ready, everybody. I think I have some people asking for rings.
Okay, we've got a ring right here. Let's start off with this one.
Number one.
Number one. Do we have a size? Do you have the sizer?
Oh, I have the sizes up here.
Okay. What size? This is number one. We've got this old coral cluster ring, size 6, hand cut, real coral. There you go. Something to look for with some of the corals is I really like that slight differentiation of color. It's very slight, but it's one of the indications of real. Yes, Amanda, taking a hot needle, that depends on really the block, but I guarantee like this item number 14, if I heated up a needle, and you can smell it.
Ew.
It smells like burning plastic. Even when we're cutting, if we're like cutting on our wheels, you can smell the different grades of stabilization.
It smells like a Macintosh lab in here.
This ring is item number 1. Coral cluster. This looks like a Zuni design. I don't have the artist's. Oh yeah, it's scratched in there. That is totally Zuni style. You may notice, and you may have picked up on this in the past, that a lot of Zuni artists will use a scratch pin or a flex shaft tip to sign their name rather than doing a stamp. That's a great indication. It looks like a... That's hard to see.
I didn't see that scratch at all. Good eye.
It's right behind. There's a price on it. It says $99. But anyway, this was $100 before the sale. Will be on sale today. Everything is 20% off for $80. Item number 1, size 6 ring.
Oh no, you have my sizes over here. You're gonna have to stop me again.
Number 2, I guess we have kind of the Zuni theme going on. I've got A, B, and C. Item number 2. I like this little block.
A little more contrast.
Yeah, it kind of lights up that number too.
Oh yeah.
We've got 3 of these little inlay rings. There we go. Sterling silver. They're older. We've got some patina on the rings, but we've got a variety of stones here: turquoise, jet, pink shell, coral. These were $99, so they're on sale for $80 as well. I've got size 6, 5.5, and 5. So A will be 5, B will be 5.5, and C will be 6. And that's a little out of focus, but get a look at that ring again. This is number 2, A, B, and C. Handmade inlay.
Look at how bright that turquoise is right there. And okay, I identify that's jet. That's not obsidian, right?
That looks not obsidian for sure.
Okay.
A lot of times it's either for jet is easier to inlay, it's easier to cut, but a lot of times these days you'll see black onyx.
Oh.
But yep, that looks like jet. That's number 2.
Somebody better snatch up that size 5 because that's Gabby's size.
Number 3, we have A and B. We've got 2 of these old Navajo coral rings, vintage.
Ooh, is it a little ladybug? That's really cute.
It looks like it. Yeah, the little bug. Oh, they both kind of look like bugs. So A is size 6. It's $80. That's here. And then B is the slightly larger piece. It is a size 7, also $80 before the sale. So we're going to be taking $20 off of these. I'm sorry, we're taking 20% off, which is what, $16 off? That'll be
I got this
$64.
at $64.
$64?
Yeah.
Those are
Appreciate
cute.
the patina.
Yeah, I like that patina.
They are adorable. Oh, Judith, all you need to do is, let me just show you an example real quick. Whenever you'd like to claim an item, I just need you to type sold and the number of the item that you'd like to purchase.
That's right, Judith. If you want one of these pieces, just say sold and number 3A or number 3B. So number 3A is this little guy, old Navajo, sterling silver, and B, size 7, here.
Oh, Sherry was looking at the necklaces we had just discussed. Maybe number 14?
Yeah, number 14, Sherry, is the block turquoise. If I can get camera 3.
Camera 3.
There we go. My face in there. Is it not on auto? There we go.
No.
It's just a little low. Not focusing. Let me get camera 2. Or camera 2. Yes, you can pay with a credit card or PayPal. All we need is your email, and once you purchase something, we just need your email. So this is number 14. Sherry was asking about this. That's an 18-inch necklace with an extension chain, $20. Block turquoise, number 14. So if you like that, just say sold number 14. Basically, Judy, when you make a purchase, we will send you an invoice to your email, and there's a big button that says pay now, and you click it, and you can pay with PayPal, with a credit card. We've got some financing options. Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's like buying something on a website with it already in your cart.
But we're humans here too, so if you have any problems, we're here to help.
Okay, that's item number 3. Number 4. Got interesting inlay. This is great. So sterling silver. Inlay piece. This is coral and turquoise. The price on this was $100 before the sale, so it's on sale for $80. This is item number 4. And this is what we call channel inlay. It's kind of an older method where you see these channels here that used to hold the pieces in. A lot of modern pieces will also use the glue to help keep it in place. We've got coral in the middle and turquoise. This is a size 6.5. There you go. Item number 4.
Love how the red, is up against the light blue. It's a nice piece.
That's item number 4. Number 5, we're going to continue with some rings. Oh yeah, these are adjustable rings.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 of these. These were $80 before the sale. Item number 5, turquoise adjustable. Got some beautiful sterling silver leaves and feathers here. And it's a helix ring, so that goes around in a circle. Is number 4 signed?
I couldn't find the artist when I looked earlier. You might spot it easier than I do.
There's a Zuni signature on there. Let me
Polish your cloth.
Get a piece of steel wool so we can help you get it. Can't take that off.
Okay.
I'll show you after.
There we go.
I need like a magnifying glass or something. There's a Zuni mark in there. Where's the? Do you have a question, Devin? How's it going?
Yeah. So Lacey Hennessy just commented saying sold number 4.
Number 4. Lacey Hennessy's gonna take number 4. It's gone. Sorry, Catherine. There you go, Lacey.
Thank you.
Number 4 is gone. Number 5. Would you happen to have any shorter necklaces? And those rings are all small. I'm sorry about the size. We come up with random, it's just kind of random. Sometimes everything's too big, sometimes everything's too small, sometimes it's just right. We do have, we have more on our website. You can go to T.Skies.com. We've got pearls and things. We've got a big show tomorrow. I'm going to do white buffalo, real white buffalo, and I've got some amber pieces. There's no dot in the T.Skies.com. There's not a dot between the T and the skies.
I'm sorry about that. I'm used to abbreviating.
So this is item number 5. Was $80. Will be on sale for $64. These are the helix rings. Turquoise. This is item number 5. You can kind of, they're adjustable, so if you need to adjust the size a little bit, right now it's a 10 plus. I mean, I think I just took it down to an 8. We could actually squeeze it down to probably a 6 too. This one, we're calling this one a 9 plus. This is B. Showtime tomorrow, Michelle, is 3:30 Mountain Standard Time, which is 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. If you miss the show, you You can also check out our stuff in our inner circle. We'll put a link to the inner circle. Anything that still needs a home, we're going to be posting after the show in that inner circle. Okay, number 6. We've got quite a few of these, what they call 3-tone rings. These were $40, so they're on sale for $32.
Yes, Judith. One of these is going to be at 9.5.
Here we go. So this is Verna and Franklin Tahi. They are a Navajo couple. They've got 4 kids. They live in western New Mexico, and they make this ring called the 3-tone woven ring. Franklin's mother was a rug weaver, and he does a lot of weaving techniques with his jewelry. Can you see that? Is that okay? Is that a little out of focus?
Oh no, I can see the different. Yeah, you can see the different metals right here.
There we go. So we've got silver, brass, and copper to make that 3-tone. These were $40 on sale for $32. We've got a size 10. So if you see one that you want, just say sold in the size. Got a 9.5. Got another 10. Got another 10.
Let me see here. I have
Another 10. I've got 4 10s. 9.5 and an 11.5.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah. So we've got 9.5, 10, and an 11.5. So if you see something you like, there you go. $32. Navajo couple, the Tahi family, made these.
One for Judith.
You're gonna take one for Judith. What size did you want? 9.5. Okay.
She needs a 9.5.
Got one 9.5 left.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of the 10s.
Something else that we do that I owe you a drumming, Lacey, is we do a little drum to say thank you. Thank you to the artisans who made the piece. Thank you to their teachers who taught them how to make the piece. And thank you to you for continuing the journey of this jewelry and supporting our little community. So thank you so much. Thank you, Judith. Thank you, Lacey. All right, that's item number 6. We've got
Any last looks? Because they
Size.
still have.
got quite a few. We've got size 9.5, 10, and 11.5.
I love their rings. I don't have one of those, but I'm like collecting their different styles.
Got some good styles. Number 7, where are we at here? We've got a little old Navajo style sand cast bracelet. There you go. It says $199. It's actually $160 before the sale, so it'll be on sale for $128. Very simple little Navajo style sand cast bracelet. It's small. This looks like a, get my measuring tape out. We're looking at a just under a 5 with the cuff and a 1 inch, so just under a 6-inch wrist. Small wrist.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to try this on.
So $128 after the sale, sandcast silver bracelet.
I love the different patterns that they make with sandcast too.
I can't wear this to show you. It's too small for me.
It's an earring for you now.
Go, that's item number 7. Navajo sandcast cuff. Number 8 is one of our, I think, our prototypes for our triangle stacker bracelet sets. Yep, we've got our little T.Skies mark there. Oh, the last one, by the way, is an NLS Navajo stamp. This was made here. I don't know who made it. Maybe it was me, maybe it was Devin. It's a smaller bracelet as well. This looks like a size 6.
Oh,
triangle cuff. Size sold 6B, size 10. That is going to Diane Mittler.
Size 10.
Thank you, Diane. Judith is saying her father bought her a Navajo-made turquoise squash blossom. Wow. I'd love to see it. If you don't mind posting a picture of it, post it in our inner circle. I'd love to check it out.
I've seen lots of really cool posts on the inner circle lately too, guys. Keep them coming.
This is a triangle stacker bracelet, size 6. Was $160. Will be on sale for $128 as well. $128. Sterling silver. Got the T.Skies logo there. This is number 8. Lacey Jones bead cuff. So this is cool. This is a Navajo bead cuff, also on sale for $128. After the sale was $160 before. Would you please show the silver rings again? Yes, Sherry. So we're gonna go through each of these, and at the end I will go back through everything one more time very quickly. And then if you don't see it that time, we're gonna be posting whatever's left over in the inner circle. This is a beadwork design with that white and black bead with some gold. Those look like gold-plated beads. That's pretty.
I didn't notice the cross. That's really cool.
You like that with the cross? Kind of have that geometric 4 winds pattern. I know Reggie Mitchell calls this the 4 winds when they're the 4 swirls coming there. A Navajo thing. We got the cross. This is on that leather back. $128. This looks like my size. This is a size 6.5 wrist. Oh, I like that. There you go. Size 6.5 bead bracelet. Number 9, $128. Number 10. Got the Tahi Twist, sold number 9 to Amanda Moreno.
Amanda. There we go.
Thank you, Amanda. That's a pretty one.
I love black and white pieces.
Thank you. Number 10.
Oh, are they all glass beads, she asks?
Those I think there's some metal ones that are, those gold ones are actually a metal. I think they actually might be a gold plated, but I can't say that for sure. We'd have to test it or something.
Yeah, it's hard to see without a magnifying glass.
Number 10 is Franklin Tahi. So Verna and Franklin Tahi are the couple that do the twist wire work. This is sterling silver. We've got those layers of rope wire and twisted wire. They do a really cool technique with this where they run it through a rolling mill to flatten out that center. This is also a 6.5 inch. I get camera 1 on this.
Oh yeah, that's a nice statement right
Yeah.
there.
How about camera 3? Is that one working? You know, let me just move this a little bit. Get more of the shep height.
I think somebody might have bumped into it. I don't think we're all that short.
Here we go.
There we go. Hello. That is shiny, my friend.
Beautiful. I love that. What's the price on this one, Gaps? It was $250 before the sale.
$250 before the sale. We're taking it down to $200.
$200. This is Verna Franklin Tahi. Sterling silver bracelet. One more time on zoomed in. And of course you have their stamped hallmark there on the terminal caps. Got sterling on one side and the other side should say Tahi. That's their stamp. Tahi. Okay, that's item number 10. Number 11. Oh, this one's heavy. Ronald
it.
Tom.
I
These
have
are
to
hot
get the
for a while.
scale out.
Yeah, he does his casting technique and his finish with that. It just glows. It looks like he uses this Scotch Brite satin wheel to make it just glow. Kind of gives it this almost like a gunmetal look.
Yeah.
But it is sterling silver. Hand stamp bracelet by Ronald Tom. There's his mark there. Our Tom was, what's his price on there? $375.
Originally.
What's the price now?
$300.
On sale for $300. Ronald Tom, size 6. Yeah, too small for me. Size 6. This is item number 11.
Size 6. Let me get that in there for everybody.
There you go. Ronald Tom triangle stacker, thick triangle wire. The thing is, so Ronald got his own rolling mill system. It takes what are the payment options in case? So Judith, you can do PayPal, credit card, and then there's some financing options like Afterpay and Klarna. So Ronald has a special rolling mill, and what you do is you can take ingot, like a bar of silver, and run it through it. And it's flat on one side and triangular on the other side, and you run it through there and it starts to create this triangle shape. But you have to do it a lot. You have to keep running it through it, and you have to keep annealing it. And when I say annealing it, it means you take a torch and you heat it up until it's glowing, and it makes it nice and soft, and then you run it through the mill again, and it just takes a lot of work. So his price reflects that. $375 on sale for $300. Judith, after the show, we'll send you an invoice for that piece. Number 12, we've got a vintage Navajo bracelet. Pretty simple, but it's got some good old coral in it. That good old pink. It's not pink. It's that like light orangey pink. You see it?
I kind of see it. It reads a little more red on the camera, but not as dark. It's a little lighter. There we go. That's a little better.
It's kind of a salmon color. How about if I get more light?
Yeah, that helped.
It's not, I said the wrong word. It's definitely not pink. It's kind of that orangey light red. The good old natural coral. This is sterling silver and turquoise with wire work. Handmade silver relief there on a 3-shank cuff. Size on this. I've got a 6.5-inch wrist, and that fits me pretty good. There we go.
Looks a little small. Is that down to a 6, maybe?
No, I'm a 6.5.
Dang, right on the money.
Yeah, and that's with this maybe 1.25 inch gap. So you could squeeze it down to a 6, somewhere between 6 and 6.5. It was opened up. It was probably me that wore it or something. It is a little older. It is vintage. Sterling silver. The price was $275 before the sale. What is it after the sale? $220.
$220 is what we're down to.
So size 6 to 6.5, vintage coral and turquoise bracelet. That's item number 12, and that's everything. So I know we do want to go look at those rings one more time. Does anybody have any questions on anything else? If not, I'll just get back into it.
Yeah, I think the lightning round. Are you ready for that?
Lightning round, number 13. We started with number 13. We started here with this piece. It's the Howlite necklace, 24 inches, $15. Number 14, we have that graduated disc bead necklace with block turquoise, 18 inches. Let me zoom out, get a better look at that. It's from Zia Pueblo, $20. Number 15, we've got that longer graduated disc bead necklace with Some real spiny oysters there. We've got block spiny oyster, turquoise, purple spiny oyster, white shell, and jet. $35. 24 inches. There we go. That's number 15. Back to number 1. We've got coral cluster ring. Old Navajo real coral. Was $100, on sale for $80. Size 6. A little simple ring. There you go. Sterling silver. Number 2. A, B, and C. We've got Zuni inlay. There you go. Zuni inlay. We've got pink shell. It looks like a denim lapis. Probably jet or black onyx. I'm feeling like it's jet. Got a hallmark on here. RU is the artist. We've got turquoise, pink shell, coral, and some yellow shell. Size A is size 5, B is 5.5, and C is size 6. On sale for $80. I'm surprised 3 is still here. We've got these old Navajo rings. They look like bugs. Got a little ladybug. And these are old corals. Vintage 3A is $64, size 7. And then B is $64 as well, size 6.
Those are such cute little corals too.
Navajo.
Little buttons.
Number 5, we've got a couple of our Helix adjustable rings. These will range anywhere from a size 7 to size 11. A is here. This is A. Helix ring, adjustable. That kind of fits just like that. Sterling silver and turquoise. And then B. Similar design, but you can tell each one of these is unique because the turquoise is unique.
And the little patterns, like on the sides, like on one of the rings, it looks more like a wing to me than the other one.
Yeah, I can see that. There you go. Handmade jewelry, number 5. Number 6, we have the Tahi 3-tone jewelry here. We've got silver, brass, and copper. We've got size 9.5, 10, and 11.5. So if you see any of those, that's item number 6. Number 7 is the Navajo Sandcast bracelet. This was $160, on sale for $128. Simple little size 6 Navajo Sandcast bracelet. NLS is the artist. Number 8 is a triangle stacker, also $128. Sterling silver, made right here in our shop. It's number 8. Number 9 sold. Number 10, we've got Franklin Tahi layered shank cuff.
Oh, cool! You can see in between them. I just noticed that.
Yeah, they're you can kind of see in between there.
So like with a different gauge of wires. That's a really neat thing.
Was $250 before the sale, on sale for $200. Number 11 is a Ronald Tom triangle wire cuff. Sterling silver as well. Nice, thick, heavy cuff. Size 6. Was $375, on sale for $300. Number 12, we've got that vintage Navajo flower applique. The twist wire kind of makes a flower pattern with the leaf. We've got turquoise and coral. Was $275 on sale for $220. Size 6 to 6.5. And that's it.
What a spread. Does anybody have any questions? We went through that really fast, so if there is anybody who wants a last look, that's what we're here for.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow. We're doing a white buffalo, and we've got amber, and I've got a couple turquoise. Someone was, I don't remember who was asking for slab earrings. We've got some turquoise slab earrings as well. So those are going to go real quick. Judith wants to look at the necklaces one more time. I'll show those real quick. Kay wants to see number 14. So number 13 here is the howlite and white shell. This was, the howlite is imitation turquoise. There you go. That is $15. Number 13. Number 14 is that block turquoise disc bead, 18 inches. There you go. This is from Zia Pueblo. It has been worn in ceremonial dances by the Medina family. Number 14. This is $20. I'm surprised that's still here.
It might not be if Inner Circle has something to say about it.
And then number 15, we've got that longer 24-inch disc bead necklace. This is number 15 for $35. Judith is going to take number 14. I thought it was.
Thank you, Judith.
Thank you, Judith.
She's got this and the ring. Go.
Thank you so much. Hope to see you tomorrow, 3:30 Mountain Standard Time, which is 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. We'll be here, I believe Unji and I. If not, we'll have a couple people here. We need a model to. Did you say number 13 was imitation? Yes, I believe. Yeah, it's howlite. So this is often confused as turquoise. This is why it's $15. So you see that pattern? You'll see if you go to some of the hobby stores, you'll see this sold as turquoise. You'll see other sellers selling this as turquoise. This is howlite. This is not real turquoise. This is dyed. $15 for this. The one you claimed was block turquoise. So block turquoise is, and I had a good explanation at the beginning of the show. We went through all the kind of turquoise. So those first couple necklaces, I just don't want to keep them in the gallery because the quality is just not up to our standard. The block turquoise is real turquoise that they grind up and mix and dye it to make it that color. So that's why it's only $20. It's if you don't want it, Judith, I have no problem with that. Someone will definitely take it for $20. But it was worn by Zia Pueblo family. And they brought in a lot of beautiful pieces. In that batch, though, these are just some of the ones that we're doing a sale on.
They're not quite like the others, so.
They're just not quite up to. When I put something out on that gallery floor, I want the high-end quality turquoise in our stuff. So, anyway, thank you, everyone. If you haven't joined our Inner Circle yet, the link will be in the description below. We will be posting pictures of all of these there in that. In the Inner Circle, and don't hesitate to reach out. All right, thank you everyone. Have a great evening. Bye.